Greetings everyone, here's Lodrik again, and this is a game of War in the Pacific Advanced Edition. This is my play by email match against Xargun, and he is the Allied commander, and for me it is the Empire of Japan. This is scenario 1, no modifications on the game version 26B, so all very classic. And today we're switching some dot bases. Chinese are in North China, and for me it's something where it's nowhere near Tulagi, I think. Both are not really important. So I'm sweeping more mines in Georgetown before I will continue my journey to Rangoon. This is, I think, at the end more important, but why not? First clear Georgetown. Today we will have a battle of Xi'an, that is maybe important. And I take now all of these dot bases, only to make sure there's nothing hiding. And, Raoul Island also, I don't know if I will use it for a Navy search later, but maybe. Most important is I don't want that there's any Allied search plane looking at me or for my ships. So there was Allied carrier aircraft near Gisborne. Oh, what does this mean? So I mean, this means normally the Allied carrier aircraft over my cruisers. When we will see what this means in the long run. First, I try to strike here because I see that more troops are moving southwest, so I focus my strike here a little to movement target, because units is moving are normally more easy to damage. So I also strike little Xi'an because I cross the river and have a shock attack, and hope will have some success. These are good casualties. Kota Buru also second day. I think it's second day. I still support my ground forces, and I want to take out more of this Malayan British forces. They still had the tech power. I was a little surprised. I thought these units are all defeated already and have only disabled units, but and I don't know how they can get supplies in the jungles. Okay. And this is the same. I will cross the river, I think, today, so I try to inflict some damage. Prom is the same. I attack here, so this is all preparation and support. Okay. So far everything looks fine. Good. And it looks like the worst case scenario happening here. There is an enemy carrier. And they're going for my cruisers. Now I can only hope that the Americans are missing the target, because they don't have any air cover here. It looks like that the dive bombers, okay, now they're coming together. And the Japanese flag can kill at least one. And okay, the first strike was not so successful, and they're carrying all 4,000 pound bombs. SBD3. The problem is, I don't know, it's a little... I cannot use any information out of this word carrier attacking me here, because the Japanese have always a clear name like Akagi, Airstrike, Sojo, Soyo, Sukaku, Shuikaku, but here is always this, I don't know, they are enemy dive bombers that I see. And I think the difference between 2 and 3 is only that the range is different. I think that 3 can run one more hex with the full bomb load. Naja. This was the morning, there's still the afternoon. Good. So I strike airbase of Singapore. After yesterday I blew up the fort in Singapore, but I must prevent that Xargun is building up the fort level back to level 3. But one kill and one flag kill, that is of course not a good ratio. I mean, one airfield hit. But the problem is that most of my air fleet is now helping in Kota Buru, so I don't really have here any bombs going for the target. Maybe tomorrow. And here's the next kill. Ugh. So flag losses are high. I mean, percentage high. And Xargun is also attacking me here with his Dutch Air Force. And my flag can take out one directly. And I have here now zeros, because this is my escort carrier, so I have here a local cap. I would now guess that the zeros are winning. The Dutch Buffaloes, I think, are the worst out of all. I mean, the problem is maybe the pilots are really the problem, not so much the airplane. So I can kill here 2 at least. And now the dive bombers are back, and now even with torpedo bombers. Okay, I thought, because I know that some American players or Allied players, they always kick out the torpedo bombers. They have a 50% dot rate, so they don't use them at all, and only for training. And here's a 1,000 pound bomb hit with penetration, and that is of course not good. And he is also penetration. I mean, 1,000 pound I think will always penetrate. And the third bomb hit with penetration. And number 4. And torpedo. Luckily the torpedo bomb was going for destroyers. And one more penetration. So I think these are already 5 bombs with making penetrations. Yeah. So 5 bomb hits, heavy fires, both ships. Looks not good. And my flag did nothing. So this means more or less my hunter group was now the prey, And the hunter is now running for his life. I don't know if I can really run away, but we will see. So now shock attack. Can the first Japanese army achieve a victory over the Red Chinese army? Or 5th war area? I take down the fort and I make a 1-1. Oh, battery is low. I would still say it's a victory for me. I have here a lot of disabled units, so 2 divisions are disabled, but again, I really don't care so much disabled. Destroyed is what brings points and will really need time to replace. And in this case, I have not high losses. I blew up the enemy fort. Yeah, normally I must destroy 2 fort levels, but anyway. And the Chinese losing 200 disabled and 100 destroyed. Yeah, not the best outcome, but I would still say it's okay. The Chinese had a lot of forces. I was not sure that, or I didn't expect. I mean, I saw that there are a lot of Chinese forces, but they're fighting better than I expected. Unking would be normally not the issue. I have 2 full divisions plus the 11th army support this, and yeah. And there's a HQ? I don't know exactly why there was a HQ. That was more easy victory, I would say. Yeah. But nothing too special. Bombardments. And attack at source of Venture. So these are 2 divisions. But somehow this was a disaster. I mean, I would say this is a small disaster. I don't expect here to lose so much. Not really much destroyed, but the amount of disabled is high, and I don't really know why. This is a clear terrain. These are Japanese troops. They're normally much better. Naja, lucky day for Xargun. Quelin, he has broken the base force and the corps, and I can take the fort down, and I even take the city. Wow. So that was better. Again, disabled a lot, but I took now this base, and this cuts rail for sure. And this also allow me really to move out. I don't need to take this city if I took already this one. Bombardment of Gukong is standard. And there are many British forces still in there. So I think there was 7 before, now 6. So only 1 crossed the river in time. And the India Brigade is more or less the one holding here the ground. And everything is retreating. And it's all retreating east. Ah, not northeast. Okay, they are on the highway. And there was not really much attack value left, and what was left had not even the will to fight. Nearly no losses, and now a lot of the British army is destroyed or destroyed directly or retreating. Fine. This is only bombardment, keep the Chinese busy. I take 1 more dot base, empty. And this is this island in front of Tarakan. It's holding today. Bacolod is captured, fine. Yeah, must be a morale victory because there's no casualties on my side, so yeah. and maybe they was out of supplies and then they cannot achieve the morale check or whatever. And this is now the attack of the Malayan forces, but even if I don't have really attack value here, more or less only support, but the support will also help me to defend. The problem is from this 41 on paper attack value, only 2 climbing out and really attacking. This is why if you don't have supplies or if you have low morale and fatigue high, all the paper attack value is useless. So you can also see that I am fatigue experience, I mean preparations are base forces, but the attacker is also disrupted by air strikes or low supply. I think this is a combination. If you have low supplies, your disruption is also higher because you have nothing to eat. And I mean, it will not change the attack value more or less, but this is a clear indication that these 2 units cannot take over the base. But I'm still forced to send one of my Navy Guard units back to Kotabaru to make sure there's no trouble in the future. Good. So, not the best day. And of course my cruisers are now in a very tough spot. So first air losses, more or less 1-to-1, 3 buffaloes getting killed and the Dauntless by flak by kill. A transport airplane also ops losses. I'm losing here some jacks, I think very likely for my cruiser. They're ops losses, so they're not flak losses, not air-to-air losses, so they're ops losses, or maybe they are destroyed by the cruiser. Ship sunk. No sinking so far. I hear no sound. So first, my army in Wenchau, my Wenchau army getting defeated. Clear terrain. I don't really understand this completely, but okay. You cannot win everyone. Enkang fall. Industry is half destroyed. Naja, a little. Xi'an, I took the base, no, I don't took the base, but I crossed the river more or less successful, but I have now again this high fatigue and I'm a little low on supply, so I need to rest here, but I hope with the delivery attack or prepared strike, I can maybe take out the next fort and then here's clear terrain, so it's normally no spot the Chinese can hold if they don't have at least double the attack power. And it's more or less like I have attack power, I think double compared to the Chinese, and it's clear terrain, so I don't see a real good possibility for the Chinese to hold Xi'an much longer. But I need to get my fatigue down first. I also saw this. There's a Chinese unit here behind my road connection, but I already sent some troops there down to deal with them. So we have a shock attack if I cross the river, but the Chinese are also walking away. So I don't know who's chasing now. But then my main goal was to take the city. It's done. Well, normally this is not my main goal. My main goal is normally this hex. If I can take this hex, then all north of China have no road connection more. And I don't know how many supplies can flow here over them. I mean, if I control this bases here, in this hex, then I think there's, and if I take Xi'an, then there's really a cut. Then everything in north of China is Lenshao and the oil, and these 3 cities as the main, because the Inner Mongolia industry is then cut off of the rest. Plus, I take Burma Road, or cut the Burma Road, and supply situation for China will be not the best in the long run. I took Guilin. Here the industry is 2/3 destroyed, so not a good day to take bases. But again, I would say the main purpose what here, cut the rail and make it impossible to move these airplanes, damage between the bases. So now he can only fly them out. And yeah. So I only hope that my guys can move out. I need 2-3 turns. You see. In Burma, I took Prom. There's no industry, so nothing to destroy. And I don't know, there are now 5 units each. So I will try to hunt down this one because they're on the highway, and these guys, they can run away. But I am on the highway, so I can normally move faster. Not much more to say here. The Dutch holding the position. Before I'd kicked them out of Tarakan, now they're holding, I don't know why. The Americans or Filipinos, they never want fight. And here, no fight, no battle damage. So at least this is working well, and I get more resources. Nothing here to see. Everything is a little inactive. I arrive at Raoul Island, so I can take this dot base and don't expect here anyone. Yeah, I have my carrier fleet moving this direction. I want normally first make sure that I have normally submarines to, because normally Wellington and Auckland are the 2 big ports here. You can also use this port, but so far it's so small. So if I stay in this area, I could normally intercept everything coming out of Wellington this way, but maybe I will go south, because now I know the carriers are here, and I don't know what they will do, if they maybe go back to Wellington. Yeah, the problem is I don't know how much air force is here in Auckland, and these are my 3 carriers. I don't know if they're strong enough to take on too much attack power. Luckily, I have more units here in the north I can send source, so I will do this. I must now manage here my cruisers. They have system damage. There was high fire, but I think I had a lucky... I don't know, this was I think really lucky. That this high fire is normally, I think, fire over 25 or something like this. So for some reasons the crew put it down to 2 and 9, so nearly stop it. And there was, I think, 4 penetration hits with the 1,000 pound hits, but they don't really create too much damage. I mean, they're destroying the torpedo tubes. I also lost here my ops losses too, so I don't know more. And I lost here also a pilot. So 1 pilot gets killed and 2 ops losses, maybe by bomb strike. And the other one, a tone, he is also a flak gun destroyed, torpedo tubes destroyed, but my airplanes are okay. Yeah, so, but I can of course not stay here much longer. I mean, it's impossible for me to fight them. Far too risky. I have high system damage, I have flotation damage, my speed is already dropping, so I must leave this area as soon as possible. I will send of course my submarines to maybe hunt this carrier group. I don't even know what it is. You know, it's a carrier, that for sure. And I think it's only 1 carrier because the air group was not so strong, but I don't know. So if the carrier is going back to New Zealand, I can maybe intercept with submarines. I can also, if they're going to Auckland, I can maybe intercept. If they're going north, I can maybe intercept, and also with my other units in the north. But I mean, if this task force is moving east, it's empty. There's nothing I can do. We will see tomorrow. Good. Yeah, then see you tomorrow. Take care, or next time. Bye bye.